it is raining. It's raining. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it, but it was raining a lot heavier than this very early in the morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. like, oh my word, it's like the ocean's outside. It's gotten better now, but it's still raining. So yeah, that's not a good start to the day. But today I am doing a tour of Sony studios in the morning and Warner Brothers studios in the afternoon. We're doing 2 in one day. These are the last 2 studio tours. There's Universal, but like you gotta book a ticket to the theme park. I'm still considering doing that, but you gotta go to the theme park just to do the studio tour. Anyway, I did Paramount VIP on Monday. Today's ones are not VIP, they're just normal tours. Apparently videos are not allowed at the Warner Brothers one. I haven't seen for the Sony one, but photos are allowed depending on what room you're in. It's one of those sort of tours. There's some things that you just can't see. But with both of these studios, most things are filmed like somewhere else anyway. So I don't know, but I'll ask, can we take photos and videos? They'll probably say yes. What I'm expecting is you can take photos when we tell you to, no video. That's what I'm expecting for Warner Brothers. Probably similar for Sony. For Paramount, they didn't say anything. They like I was allowed to film. They didn't say, oh, you can't do that, anything like that. Even though Paramount actually quite strict as well. But if I can't actually do the video, I'll just do a slideshow of photos, because at least photos are allowed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this between the 2 studios. You know, Sony, I'm pretty sure, I think I've seen in a picture somewhere, there's a Breaking Bad van is there. The truck. There's other things I can't remember off the top of my head, but I saw like, oh wow, they have that set and this set. Oh, that was cool. But yeah, I hope to take as many photos as I can. If I can video, even better. But if I can't, I'm sorry. It is, the rules are the rules. I'm gonna respect whatever the rules are. They could change today, hopefully. But yeah, enough of me talking. It's actually a long drive to Sony Studios, so Warner Brothers actually not that far away, but Sony, I wanted to do that first. Do the faraway one first and come back to the area. Anyway, yeah, let's do this. 15 minutes before my booking. I've literally just made it on time. Let's go. I have Columbia, because they own Columbia, and what else? MGM. Do they own MGM? I don't know, but they'll be part of Sony, I think.
Cheeseburger.
This is so exciting. Look at that. Obviously, Sony owns Spider-Man, so I'm looking forward to see some Spider-Man stuff, for sure.
Felt set, sit on the couch, pick up the phone. The door opens. Alright, so. But the sled from Citizen Kane. They found this at a swap meet. The original, the Robin Williams Jumanji. They were February of last year. Yeah. All right, so and
we are at the next one. The driver, the Uber driver who got me here, he used to work here. So he showed me like a few places like where one of those records was A few buildings, they had new and old buildings in the area, which is pretty cool. Really want to know about the Sony tour? Well, with the Sony tour, after a certain point, so the video part you saw, that was the museum, and the costumes, the props, they were actually used in the movies, so they were real, but it's just the museum part. The actual tour, the studio tour, only photos allowed in certain places, no video at all, full stop. So we went to the set of the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Photos allowed in there because everyone can see the set on TV anyway, so there's no spoilers there. They also rent out there because they got big, like each studio lot is like a big warehouse. We can film so much in there, you can fit a whole plane in there. There's so many films that they mentioned that were filmed in those big warehouses, which is crazy. There's a story about a plane that was taken apart because it couldn't fit through the door. They took it apart, put it in, and built it again, which is quite crazy. Tried to sell it back to Boeing and they were like, no, it's not flying again. It's stuff like that, but we weren't allowed to film for the most part, but it was great to learn the history about Sony and Columbia and MGM as well, even though MGM is separate now, but you know, there's history with them as well. So I saw the 1984 Ghostbusters car, the actual vehicle, and what's even more cool to me personally, the Breaking Bad van. They had 3 vans, 2 destroyed, that was the only one left, actually a real van that was used to film in Breaking Bad, and also for the recent Super Bowl commercial, the actual vehicle was there, which is awesome. And Ghostbusters as well, 1984, the actual vehicle. That's one for Game Geek. I know he got me into Ghostbusters. He'll probably appreciate that if he's watching the vlog. Hope you're watching Game Geek, because yeah, I took some extra photos of that just so you could see it. I bought some caps. I'll show them when I get home to England, but I got a Breaking Bad keyring. I love getting keyrings. This one has like the van, and it goes up and down, so that's pretty cool. It was awesome to hear about all the things that were filmed there, that have been filmed there, history. There's so much there, but you know, I can't reveal much to you. And it's, as I said, it was rented out, so Warner Brothers and Paramount both have trucks over there as well, so they've got their own stuff going on. So no filming, partly because of the other studios, but also because of themselves as well. As I said, the only actual lot we could take photos in was the game shows that you can see on TV anyway. I'm gonna roll you a slideshow, including a photo they took, completely free, where I look like I have a white beard because of my sun cream. They have a great camera that really it really puts into detail my beard, and it looks so white, and it's just sun cream, and it looks so weird. It looks like it looks like I put face paint on. It was crazy. Also, like, Sony are great for sound design. They showed like a little room of like how they make their sounds. It was really cool. I didn't take a photo of that because it was not allowed, but here's a slideshow of what I can actually show you. It includes the Ghostbusters and the Breaking Bad vehicles. And Talladega Nights. I haven't watched that movie, but the one that Will Ferrell drives in Talladega Nights, that's also there as well.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car, hit the button, drive real far. Put that record on me like, I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new life. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you
walking this way because I need some food, and there's food places down there. So yeah, that's why I'm going. But I know where it is, so I can walk back. Look at this place. You know, like places where there's like a small town and there's mountains in the background. I think there's a good place in America, Montana. I want to go there for Yellowstone because that's what Yellowstone is. But yeah, like the one you see in Rambo the first one, like a town like that. I think scenically those sort of towns look so good. Like a town where it's like a few roads, homes, a line of shops, in the background, nice mountain range, nice view. I love looking at pictures of stuff like that. So I think at some point when I go to Yellowstone, I'd like to like see that sort of town like in person. But this looks similar, it's just that it's in California still. Looks aesthetically pleasing. Wiener Schnitzel. They sell mac and cheese hot dogs. Really nice place, and I got chocolate dipped ice cream, which looks amazing, I tell you. Across the street you have Burbank Studios. I'm not sure what's filmed there. It's gorgeous though. You can see the influence from GTA on the mountains over there, like Chile had. Warner Boulevard. I like it. We are back. Hot. That's hot. Security checks. All the studios have those. Obviously, why wouldn't you? It's a popular place. There's a cafe here. It's a bit different to the other ones. Other ones, you know, you just go in the studio tour. There's a cafe inside, but like this one, you can come to the cafe without doing the tour, which is awesome. And yeah, there's a shop right there. I might go to the shop first. You know, the store entrance is that way. I've got an hour left, so I can find a cap or a keyring or both. Oh wow. These are actually the real costumes as well. Obviously the person ain't real. Comics here, which is awesome. $1,300. Unbelievable for that Joker. Physical comics are kind of dying out a little bit because you can buy it all digital nowadays. Unless people read them now, but it's awesome to see a nice comic book collection somewhere. For a second I was considering that 80 Years comic, but I probably wouldn't read it. I want to read it, it's just that I bought a lot of comics, digital and physical. Never actually got out to reading them from like years ago, so it's better in someone else's hands. But if I ever get the time when I'm older, I'll get that. I'm sure it'll still be available somewhere. I think I want this. I never noticed that when I came in. It's right next to the flat. I heard Lord of the Rings theme. What a trilogy. This was my favorite sitcom for a while. I used to watch it after school, even in primary school. Absolutely loved it. Then I watched The Office. I prefer that one now, but I rewatched this like 3-4 times. I love it. Wow. That's really cool.
Now they use this. It's part of the college campus he goes to. But so there are, because we could film both. It's Lorelai and Rory's side. Houses here, but Phoebe borrows her grandma's taxi. Growing pains. This is the season.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down.
just begin it. The biggest challenge is just finding the time to...
Imagine putting this in a suitcase. It would break. It was a really good tour. It's very unique as well because the other two tours, they're fully guided. This one is guided for part of it, and then they let you go to places. So like, it's a 1 hour guided tour. They take you on a car, they take you around to like, there's a whole fake town. I think Gilmore Girls, I don't watch it, but they film it there. There's a lot of things they film there, movies and shows, even Batman. I think Batman Returns it was. There was a street, they showed like they showed the scene where the street was, and we were on that street. I'm just like, it looks nothing like it, but they can transform streets, they can make it look different, they can change settings, and also there's CGI. There's a scene, I think it's DiCaprio and someone else, they walk into the sunset, not the sunset, it's nighttime, but there's a scene where they walk away down a long street. We were on that street, but it's not a long street, there's a dead end and a house at the end, but they walk towards that dead end. In post-production, they CGI'd it to be a longer road. It's just unreal how they put movies together and make it. You get some great perspective in this, which is really awesome. But yeah, Warner Brothers are obviously huge. I love Batman, so automatically it makes my favorite studio anyways. Obviously all the DC characters, Scooby-Doo, Friends. I never watched Friends, but I know how popular it is. Tunes, there's so many kids animations, there's so many live action sitcoms, TV shows and movies that they have made over the years. They've got one of the best catalogs ever, arguably the best. So yeah, it's just amazing to get perspective on like how these movies are made. And then after your 1 hour tour, you're dropped off near Friends and Big Bang Theory themed building where you saw the food. You can buy food there. You can go to a shop, Friends specific shop, and there's a little tour there. You can go around, see the Big Bang Theory and Friends actual sets, like the actual sofa that they sat on. It was there that I recorded. There's an exhibition that I couldn't film. Basically, you're on a green screen and there's a bat pod there, like the bike that Dark Knight rides in the Dark Knight. and also the broom that Harry Potter rides. You can get on it in front of a green screen and they'll CGI you onto it. I didn't do it because they don't put you in a suit. It's just you in your clothes on a Batman pod or on a Harry pod. If they put me in a Batman suit, I'd happily pay for it, but I'm just like, nah. And then we did this experience. Let me just check what it's called again. Arts of Sound. So the space movie Gravity, where the disaster happened in space, seen 4 times. They play it just with dialogue, just with sound effects, and just with the music. And then they play the 4th one, them all combined together, and they show you how it's amazing. Like the way it sounds at first when you just hear the dialogue, and then they add the sound effects, then the music. Like they show each one separately on its own, and then the 4th one, all of them together, it just puts into great perspective like how everything's mixed together, put together, and put onto film. It's done so well, and it won 7 Oscars, including for sound editing, sound mixing. So yeah, it's a great movie. We're gonna go to Gravity as well. I want to watch it again now just from seeing that, because like it's crazy how different it sounds without the sound effects and the music. It's actually unbelievable. Out of there, and they send you a shuttle that you can send to the last. They send you to the very last stop, which is where all the costumes are for Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. Harry Potter didn't see any costumes, to be fair, just settings. But that was at the very end of the tour I just showed you, and all the DC superheroes: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Shazam. I mean, not all of them, but like ones I've seen on film. Even the new one. I don't know if that was a real Batmobile, I should have asked, to be honest, but that looked amazing. So like 4 different Batmans in there. Keaton, Affleck, Bale, and Pattinson were all there. Apparently Margot Robbie was here yesterday. I picked the wrong day, but she was here yesterday for Barbie promo. And the DC exhibit industry ends behind the shops. Once you exit the exhibit, you're in the shop that I was in earlier. So yeah, it's all amazing, man. That was unreal. Like I feel like I got something different from each studio, and that's perfect. Like Paramount, I got something different. Sony, I got something different. Warner Brothers, something different. They were all awesome in their own ways. I think overall the best one was Paramount, because I picked the VIP tour, so they showed a lot more. But this is my favorite personally, because I love Batman, I love DC. So to see that here was just amazing. Although, look, with Sony, Breaking Bad, to see all that stuff, including the actual van that they used, one of the 3 anyway, the other 2 destroyed, an actual van used in Breaking Bad, and I saw the inside of it as well. These are memories to cherish, man. I might never come to California again, because I want to experience other places in the world and America as well. So if I never come back to California again, I'm glad I did all these things. It's just amazing. No more studio tours, although I might go Universal. They have a studio tour inside the theme park. I don't like theme parks, I like studios, so I could do that. I have got time on one of the days. But in terms of the actual like proper studio tours, these are the 3 we've done, and it's brilliant. So yeah, I'm gonna get an Uber, get back to my hotel, edit the vlog, go to bed, because I've eaten here, so I don't need to eat again. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing 2 things, so 2 separate vlogs. One vlog will be tomorrow, the other vlog will be like over the weekend. One is a car museum. The other one, well, you'll see what I'm doing. It's something different, something I don't think I've done on the channel before. It's not something like amazing. I've already put clues towards it. Like what I'm doing tomorrow, you've not seen me do the thing, but you've seen where I'm doing it. Like it's not like a big surprise like where I'm going. But what I'm doing there, it might surprise you. So yeah, I will see you for the next vlog.